Hello, I'm Lugatorix and welcome to part 14 of the Greek Cities campaign on Rome Total War. And we start off today's episode with the defence of Byzantium. Yes, the Thracians have attacked Byzantium for the second time. The first time we managed to knock them back pretty easily, to be honest. And now this army of Iptosens has come over. He really does look like he's on drugs, but that's irrelevant. Anyway, his army's come over. It's a bunch of sort of missile troops with a bit of light infantry, but they're mercenaries, so their morale should be a bit lower. But a bunch of missile troops, no real strong infantry. Now inside we have a bunch of hoplites, militia hoplites, and then remnants of the last force which fought the Thracians, which, you know, like Thracian mercenaries, peltasts, but remnants of those. So it's kind of a mixed army for both sides. The balance of power, or the strength ratio, says it's 7-5 in our favour, and I believe with the advantage of walls and all that, we should be okay. We might take a few losses, but we will be able to recover, I hope. So, let's start off today's episode with defending Byzantium. Right, so here we are. We basically have a ton of hoplites and then other random troops. Now, they have quite a few rams. They have 5, it looks like, which means they have a lot of entrance points into the city, which isn't exactly ideal. I think the last time we defended Byzantium, we defended it at the gates, which did work, in all fairness, so I'm going to try and do that today. What I'm going to do first of all is just move everyone back so I can see what I'm doing. Right, so we've got 5 rams, and I'm not sure where exactly they're all going to go to, because they all seem to be on this side, which they're probably not all going to attack from this side, right? I don't know, it's a bit odd. What we'll do, we will have two proper hoplites at the gate here, just like this, in a sort of X formation, defending this gateway. That seems to be working quite well so far. Now, it all looks like they're going to be going over this direction. It's hard to work out exactly where the rams are going to go, but we'll sort of just guess, I suppose. We'll have 2 militia hoplites guarding this entranceway, but they might have to be moved. So that's nice. What else we got? We'll have 2 militia hoplites like this, guarding this entranceway. 2 hoplites over here. And then we finally have 2 hoplites which we'll bring over here. As I say, we might have to do a bit of adjustment because I'm not exactly sure where the gates are going to try and... where the rams are going to try and penetrate the gates. But, you know, we'll sort of just see as we go along. So that's fine. That's 5 blocks. And I think, to be honest, I don't think anyone's getting past any of these. The weakest of all of them is this one because it's 2 militia hoplites. So behind you, you can have some mercenary hoplites to back you up like this. That's quite a lot to get through. So good luck with that, Thracians. Then we have some peltasts. They might as well just stand by the gate and just fire over. So you can just sort of stand here and be cool like that. Thracians, honestly, you might as well just stay on the plaza. We'll just stay here as a precautionary measure alongside the armoured hoplites. And what else we got? We've got... oh, one Bastani, yeah. Just stand there. This is what we've got. Now, I reckon that's plenty, honestly, to deal with the Thracians. The thing is, they've got a lot of missile troops, but last time, the peltasts, they weren't clever. They didn't just stand back and fire at us. Instead, they just launched straight into the front of the hoplites, and they suffered as a result. So, if they do the same this time, we stand in very, very good stead. Right, so let's start the battle. And we're going to see where exactly the Thracians decide to put the rams, and we'll adjust... Okay, I guessed relatively correctly. Let's just have a look quickly. So, this ram, okay, we can adjust these guys very, very slightly. But to be honest, I guessed pretty well, if I say so myself. We've done that well. Obviously, there was always going to be one ram at the gate. These guys are a little bit to the right, so we'll just move them slightly, like this, and then like that, if they could go quickly like that. Again, these guys are a bit to the right, so just come over here and here nice and quick. And then, oh, these guys are really far to the right, so we'll get militia hoplite like this, militia hoplite like that, and then mercenary hoplites like this. Beautiful. So everyone's getting into position. The peltasts were firing for a second, but then they stopped, which is pretty useless of them. What's going on over here then? That's not a formation. Come on, be quick, because those peltasts are going to come through in a minute. That's just not what I told you to do, is it? Has everyone else managed to do it correctly? You've decided not to put your spears down, which is a little bit annoying. Let's try that again, lads. There we go, spears down. There we go, good, good. You've decided not to put your spears down. The hoplites, they're not always very cooperative. Guys, just put your spears down. You're in the right position now. And God knows what's going on over here. This is ridiculous. I'm just going to get them out and in a phalanx, and they should be fine. Flipping hell. Okay, the walls are down pretty much everywhere. Yep, so the troops should start to be coming in. Now, as I said, the Thracians, they haven't brought any strong infantry. So to be honest, I can't see them actually penetrating any of the gates here. I mean, Peltas, they just charged straight into the hoplites. They're already wavering instantly. I don't know why they do that, but they did. This is a little bit of an area of concern just because of the sheer number of cavalry. But again, look, some of them are already routing the militia hoplites. Big rout over there. Those guys are already routing. Yeah, I mean, and they never look like doing a good job. The only unit now to worry about is the general. But to be honest, if he charges in anywhere, I think we should be okay. Because we've got hoplites at every gateway. And he's probably going to charge in through the gate. So we should be fine. I mean, the whole army's collapsing. Yep, Ibtisons, he decides he wants to come in, which is fine. So he will probably regret it. What we can do, when he charges in... We don't have any cavalry, do we? We have some Thracians. Oh, I don't know. I think he might be backing off, you know. He might have had enough. I'm not sure. A lot of the Thracian army has recovered, to be fair to them. They have recovered on very hard difficulty. They will recover a lot easier. I've noticed that. And, well, it's fine because they're just going to get killed again. In fact, it's good they recovered because it means more of them are going to die now. So, it's fine by me. So they come back in. They rout instantly. They come back in. They're wavering. They're going to break. Yep, they broke. These guys are all coming in, and you can see they're already breaking. Yeah, beautiful. These guys are breaking. This is just militia hoplites over here, and they're really suffering. So, yeah. Yeah, unlucky lads. All I want now, really, is the general to die, and I'll be happy. That'll be great. Right, looks like the general's coming in. If he comes in, let's get the Thracians over, because they're fast. They're light infantry. I want to try and trap the general in the hoplites and kill him. So, get through the gate, Thracians. General's going to charge straight into the phalanx, and he might just die anyway, to be honest. You never know, but Thracians need to be a lot quicker than this. You're light infantry, come on. So, he's gone right into the hoplites. I mean, one of our... Yep, he's broken. He's broken. If we can try and get him down, I think he's going to get away. He's going to get away. The Thracians weren't quick enough. Oh, well, that's fine. We don't have any cavalry to catch him up. But to be honest, yeah, that's absolutely fine. We killed 71% of them. Only 4% losses. I never was worried about Byzantium. Purely because... Why are they going backwards? Stupid glitch. I was never worried about Byzantium because I knew the Thracians hadn't bought any proper infantry. If they bought some good infantry, you never know, they might have won, but they never stood a chance otherwise. So, they'll be backing off. Thracians, you can calm down, lads. And, yeah, that was a good start to the episode, I'd say. I just want to note this glitch. It's happened to me a lot. And I never used to notice it until relatively recently. They've moved so far back now they've stopped. But this unit of hoplites, they just move backwards. You can see they're trying to move backwards. Now, I've not told them to do that. There's no command in the game where it says move backwards. They just do it, and it's very annoying when it happens in battles, especially on this difficulty. You cannot afford for hoplites to be breaking the line for no reason. Because they're eager. It's not like they're routing backwards, so it's a very stupid glitch, but whatever. And there you go, clear victory. 432 kills to 38. I will take that. It's a shame we couldn't kill their general, but to be honest, not a huge concern. We will live with that. I think that's very solid. And to be honest, this army can either be moving towards Sardis or up towards Thrace itself. Because, you know, there's still a pretty decent sized army in there. There's a good few hoplites, so we'll see what we can do. Anyway, the turn has now ended, so let's assess the situation. In a turn report, death stalks the land. That's going to be in Thessalonica, isn't it? Yep. I mean, not a lot we can do about that, unfortunately. City expands. Pergamum. Okay, that's nice. Let's have a look at Pergamum. Yeah, it's still... There's quite a few cities that are ready to expand, but to be honest, I just want to get all the buildings first. There's no point expanding too quickly when you haven't even got the basic buildings. Town grows. Sardis. Well, Sardis is under siege. Wait, the Seleucids went? They've gone. Okay, fine by me. Screw you. They could have taken Sardis easily. Well, if they want to go for Ansira, that's fine. Ansira's worthless. I think they're going back to Tarsus because they realise they're in trouble. But they did knock us back from Tarsus last episode. In fact, where did that army go? Because... Where did that army go? Oh, it's all the way back here. Flipping hell, he got knocked back a long way. Okay, yeah, and he's really got battered. Okay, well, we'll try and sort that out. But yeah, I think he's probably going back towards Tarsus, which is what we're going to be doing, incidentally, in a minute as well. So let's start off from the left, move over to the right. And first of all, I noticed that Thapsus is unhappy. Yes, everywhere is flipping unhappy. So get your shrine to Hermes back because you stupidly destroyed it. And then get your temple to Hermes and you might be a bit happier. You haven't even got roads, like, dude, come on. But anyway, we're going to be moving towards Carthage now. Once we take Carthage, yeah, you might have some big armies here in Sicily. But my goodness, you're going to suffer once we take Carthage. The mercenaries, pretty trash, we don't really need them. Inside Carthage, I think it's just the remnants of the army we already defeated, to be honest, so we should be okay. We're going to put it under siege anyway. So put Carthage under siege. We're going to get a couple of ladders. We're going to get a siege tower. And you know what? Get a ram for the hell of it. Now, I might recruit one unit of mercenaries just because I like a unit to hold the ram and the ladder. You know, that's quite nice. That I don't want to waste one of my hoplites holding a ram or a ladder. So I'll just get one unit of Numidian mercenaries. So we can take Carthage very soon. Now, Sicily. Right. There's some big old Carthaginian armies around. Real big. Now, Messana, I'm not too concerned about. I'm more concerned about the public order, if anything. They keep destroying the buildings, which is very, very annoying when they do that. It's very annoying. Just be happy, for goodness sake, for once. Stop hurting your own troops. You're going to be alright. We've got men coming over. So we've got Admiral Phocon. Now, is he needed at Messana? I just need to have a look at this army again. It's a general, Hastati, Principes. It's a general, 2 Hastati, Principes and War Dogs. Against an army of militia hoplites, mostly, in Messana. Now, who have we exactly brought over? We've brought 2 generals, a ton of armoured hoplites, and some mercenary hoplites. Right. First of all, step onto the land just here. Now, I might split the generals into 2 because the settlements might be happier. So, Alexandros of Knossos, he's a bureaucrat, which will improve the public order. So, let's get you inside Syracuse because we might lose Syracuse just because of rebellion soon if he doesn't sort it out. So, he's come in. They're still unhappy. Oh my goodness, ungrateful bastards. They really are. Okay, well, get a unit of mercenary hoplites as well. There we go. They are happy enough now, which is nice. And you know what? You can also have 2 units of armoured hoplites just because I'm worried about the Carthaginians coming over. There we go. They're a lot happier now. You stand outside of Messana. When the Scipii attack, we'll be ready. I don't think you quite stood outside Messana. Stand right next to... Actually, stand right over here. It's annoying when you can't really see what's going on. I wish you could rotate the campaign map. That is one thing I hate about the campaign map. You should really be able to rotate it. It's kind of stupid. All I want to do is move. I'm going to have to move next to the guy. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I wish you could rotate the campaign map. That is a little bit annoying, but whatever. Anyway, so Messana I'm pretty happy about. Syracuse is happier, which is good. This navy, just get inside Syracuse. Oh, that's Carthaginian. Looked pretty similar to mine. Yeah, this navy, sorry. Get inside Syracuse. And in fact, with the retraining, you need to retrain some of these boats as well. They're looking pretty unhappy. And then recruit some armoured hoplites. Beautiful. Okay, so we're starting to recover a bit in Sicily. And hopefully we can launch an offensive against the Carthaginians. Like I said, taking Carthage, that's really going to distract their attention and weaken their economy. They can't have many settlements left. They've probably still got Caralis. Maybe, but maybe the Julii or the Scipii have gone and got it. Leptis Magna, I think, is Numidian. I think. So, you know, there's not really a huge amount they've got left. Thapsus, look, just get some armoured hoplites and... Actually, get some archers. We really need some archers in the region. Guys, just be happy, okay? Right, so that's this side of the world dealt with, basically. Right, over here. Over here. It's a bit of a mess. So, Termon has been attacked by the Brutii. We have Captain Sextus. Now let's have a quick look at his army. So pretty decent sized, actually. It's a pretty decent sized army. And Termon, we have not a huge amount of force. We do need to bring some lads over from Larissa. We have not a huge amount of force here. And Larissa is the one that's really unhappy, like constantly unhappy, which isn't great as well. We can bring some armoured hoplites over from Sparta and Athens. The amount of armoured hoplites we brought over from those 2 places, but it's invaluable. So you guys come over and just step onto the shores of Termon. And now, if the Brutii attack, we should be able to help. So that's nice. And then the ship come back towards Corinth. Lovely. So we probably do have enough force, to be honest. It's what? There's 3 armoured hoplites, 2 normal hoplites, and a general. against that. Okay. Either way, we've got this big old army of Doros of Sparta. Now, Doros, he must be pretty decent by now. He's only 26 years old. That's alright. Is it abstemious? Refined tastes, okay. Publicly loyal. Confident commander. Superior commander. In the pink is good. Famous victor. Been in the wars. He's only 26. Doros of Sparta is turning pretty decent. Brave, faction leader, obviously. Confident in defense. He's pretty solid, and he's sort of understudies Damianos of Thessaly, who is going to just join in basically because we don't have enough cavalry. So I think these guys should start heading towards the Brutii, towards Apollonia. Start thinking about reclaiming it. There's no way we're going to go into Thessalonica because I'm not risking Doros dying from plague. So really, we should start heading over here. So what we'll do, step over here and then build a watchtower. Well, there's a small Brutii army. We can shove them off. But just build a watchtower firstly, and then yeah, just attack this guy. Oh, we can't quite reach him. He would have backed off, that's for sure. Because I sense a fight against the Amulius Brutus is going to be happening pretty soon. And I feel like we will have the superior army as well, which is nice. So that's what's happening over here. Now, Byzantium, slightly unhappy, but it's going to get some sewers. It's going to get some communal farming soon. So you're just going to have to be happy for the moment. Thessalonica, surprisingly happy considering that they've got the plague, which is a bit odd, but there we go. Now, the lads of Byzantium, we've just got Byzantium back, so what we're going to do, we're going to retrain. To be honest, these guys are pretty much okay. Just retrain the good hoplites, like this. Well, you might as well just retrain everyone if you can. And then we'll just recruit a unit of hoplites, good. So we're just sort of recovering over there in Byzantium, and we're also going to construct, just get some sewers in. Don't particularly like the plague, it's not my favourite thing in the game. So, righty. Let's have a look at this geezer, Ipilcus of Dium, who, well, he was coming over towards Sardis, but the Seleucids backed off, like the cowards they are. So probably we should head, really we need to start heading towards Tarsus, pronto. So, because we need more force around there, and we're going to be going to war with Egypt, relatively soon. So, in which case, we probably need a bit more help in that regard. So what we're going to do, get over towards the port of Pergamum, just stand in Pergamum port, and then Pergamum, you can recruit another ship. This ship, or this navy, will be coming down towards Tarsus. That's what Ipilcus of Dium is doing. And then, yeah, unfortunately, this army is looking slightly weak. Mazacar basically has nothing. There's no mercenaries around. Oh, there are some mercenaries. Oh, they're rubbish. Yeah, this guy really just needs to go back to Mazacar and reform an army because unfortunately he lost quite substantially, this new geezer, and I thought he was going to be good as well. 4 command at 21 is pretty decent, so we'll retrain this unit of hoplites. We'll get a new unit of hoplites in, but we can't retrain the armoured hoplites, which is a bit of a shame. In fact, we could get a blacksmith, but not worth it in the short run, just get some sewers. Right, so the final thing I'm going to do is do a bit of recruitment, particularly in regions like Sardis, which is looking at... Oh, they've not got a hoplites, that's the only thing. No, you know what, that's fine. I just need to do a bit of recruitment. Maybe Halicarnassus could recruit. Oh, there's nothing in Halicarnassus. Wow. Right, first of all, Halicarnassus, get some decent walls, get yourself a port, and then, yeah, you'll be fine for the moment. Yeah, there's not a lot of force. Roads, get yourself some triremes, but to be honest, don't really want to spend too much money. I feel like we're spending a lot at the moment. I do want to buy hoplites in Sparta and Athens, though. Always do that because we need them. They are so vital in this campaign. They're the only really solid unit that I can rely on. Oh, we haven't even got enough money. You know what? We'll save the money. Okay, I think we're ready to end the turn. We're moving towards Apollonia. We're moving towards Carthage. We'll be able to take that in a second, hopefully. The Brutii are at Termon. Hopefully we'll be able to keep that. The Scipii at Messana, we can possibly kick them out next turn as well. We're retreating back to Mazacar, but we've got Ipilcus of Dium going towards Tarsus. So, a lot is going on. Let's see how it goes. Okay, end turn. And the Brutii, oh, interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. We've immediately been attacked. Doros of Sparta has been attacked. I was just praising Doros of Sparta a minute ago. This would be a good time to justify that praise, thank you. He's been attacked by Amulius Brutus, 1,324 men against 962. Now let's have a look at his army. Amulius Brutus' army is majority made up of hoplites. Hastati. I'm used to saying hoplites too much. Hastati. He's got not a lot of cavalry, and the cavalry is pretty weak. It's only Equites. Well, the Roman cavalry isn't amazing in the early game anyway. You've got Samnite mercenaries. Well, it is not a lot of missile fire, apart from the Pilum, of course, of the Hastati. Not a lot of missile fire. It's a relatively generic pre-Marian army, but it's a big pre-Marian army. So, yeah, okay. It's nothing amazing. I mean, here's the thing. It's the same as last time as what I was saying against the Seleucids and Tarsus. It's quality versus quantity. We have the quality troops. We have hoplites with experience, weapons and armour. We have armoured hoplites. We have 2 good generals. We definitely have the quality advantage over them. I would rather have armoured hoplites than Hastati, but they definitely have the quantity over us. They have about 300-400 more men than we do. Nearly 400. So I am willing to fight this. I am willing to fight this because this could be huge. If we significantly defeat Amulius Brutus, well, first of all, the path to Apollonia is easier, although there is still Cassius Brutus around, but it's certainly easier. But also, this has got to be the Brutii's biggest force by a mile, so it's really going to knock them back big time, meaning we can launch a proper offensive with Doros of Sparta against the Brutii. Doros, who's already defeated the Macedonians up at Byzantium and Thessalonica. So, I think I'm willing to fight this. Screw it, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Right, so here we are in the surprisingly snowy region of Macedonia, Greece. I suppose it's in the mountains, that's why. Really fascinating region of the map, an area which I haven't really fought in that much over the years, to be honest. And what I love about the snow is, it's not snow, it's just it's just white grass. They've literally just coloured the grass white, which I love. But anyway, that's completely irrelevant. So, this is an interesting map because I thought this is the boundary, but this is interesting. There's a little bit of a high ground advantage if we were to choose to use it. A little bit. It's not amazing, to be honest. I mean, we might as well just go around here. It's a nice flat area, but it's also on a bit of a high ground. Yeah, sort of, I don't know, sort of around here would be quite nice. So, we have a lot of hoplites, which is good, but some of them are slightly weakened, which is something we need to consider. So the weakened units need to be heavily supported by stronger units, basically. So what we'll do, we will have I've just noticed actually quite a few of the units aren't at full strength, which is a little bit of an oversight. And the reason is because we couldn't go back into Thessalonica to retrain because they had the plague. But anyway, we'll have you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are going to be the front line. Like this. You're going to be the front line. Nice thick front line of phalanx. That's going to be hard to get through. That's going to be really hard to penetrate. Now, we'll have you and you over on this flank, just protecting the flank, because what I've noticed significantly is that cavalry keeps getting around the side of my phalanx, and it's very annoying. So you two are protecting the flank, you two do exactly the same on the other side, like that. So we've got flanks protected, beautiful. Now, there's absolutely no missiles we've got, nothing, zilch, which is very annoying. I mean, I'd love just 2 units of Cretan archers just to put in behind, but we don't. So just get the general's bodyguard protected at the back there, and that's what we've got. That's our army, which, yeah, maybe isn't quite enough to fight the Romans. Stop the battle, we'll just see. So here they are, here are the Romans. We'll turn to face them a little bit, in fact. Just turn, wait a minute, lads. Just turn to face them a little bit. You know, we want to be a bit polite. Right, so here come the Brutii. There's quite a lot of men, and I'm worried that the Pila of the Hastati will do a lot of damage, but we will have to just try and, you know, we've got good defense. We'll just have to try and do as best we can. They're uphill, so the Pila are going to be less effective, but there we go. The Brutii aren't being very aggressive. They need to come forward. They're attacking us, remember. Right, here they go. They are here. Now, hopefully, they just charge straight in, and they don't stop to fire their Pila. I fear that they might not do that, but it looks like they possibly will, you know. So we'll have to see who is better, Hoplites or Hastati. This is a test on very hard difficulty. They charge straight in, beautiful. Right, let's just pause it for a second because I want to see where my cavalry will be most effective. I don't want to risk my cavalry too much at the moment. Too many generals have been dying, but look at that. General's bodyguard straight into the hoplites, beautiful. I tell you what, you, Doros, get around the side here. There's some infantry that has just come around the side here. We've got some Hastati that are around the back. How's the Roman general doing? Roman general is going down, which is good to see. Get behind this line of Hastati. Try and break them down. This is, you know, this is a tough thing for the Romans to get past, to be honest. So, run around the back here. These Hastati are eager, but if we run into the back of them and sandwich them, then they might be less eager. Yeah, they're already down steady. They're already down to shaken. That's the war dog. Somebody's dead. That's the general dead. That's the Roman general dead. Let's just pause for a second. Amulius Brutus is dead. Now, this unit of Hastati is broken. Good. Doros, you get out of there. We've got Hastati breaking over here. We have this general is in a bit of trouble. So you run around over here. Try and get the Hastati to run into the phalanx, preferably. We've got war dogs over here that are wavering. I'm a little bit concerned about that unit of Hastati. In fact, let's just get Doros behind the line, because if he runs into the back of the Roman army's collapsed. I didn't even flipping notice this. Right, you into the Equites. The Roman army's collapsed. They're wavering. Charge in. The Roman army's collapsed. The general died. The thick line of phalanx they couldn't get past. My goodness. Right, but let's just ride them down then. I can't believe this. Wait, I just paused here for a second. That's actually, something's gone our way for once. I literally was focusing so much over here, looked up, the whole army's routing. Beautiful, yeah. That was so important. The general, he charged in so quickly, so much at the beginning of the battle, that he screwed his whole army over, because he died, and then the morale suffered big time. So we've still got a few units around, but they're all going to be wavering, shaking. I think Doros will be able to deal with all of them. In fact, a lot of them have recovered. Oh dear. Doros, just make sure you kill them, please. Yep, there we go. Your friends can help as well. Your friends whose name I've forgotten, unfortunately. I mean, there are a few men around. Dude, get out of there. There's the bodyguard is still strong. Flip. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have tried to ride them all down. Maybe I got a little bit cocky here. Just charge into units of Hastati that are wavering, and then get as many to break as possible, and we should be okay. Like, these are shaken. Just get as many of them down as possible, because I don't want to see these guys again. That's the thing. I don't want to have to fight them again in Apollonia, so it's really important I do get them down. The general's bodyguard is now routing, which is good. So just try and get as many of them down. You hunt the Hastati that are furthest away. Doros took a few losses, but he didn't die himself, which is the important thing. So it's all good. We're getting right into the back of these Hastati. Shaken. Broken. Good. Yeah, this army collapsed. I mean, we only took 16% losses, and I think we're going to be able to ride down the majority of this army, you know. And the generals are going to get some good experience. Doros up to silver experience. He's only 26 years old. He's only 26. So, you know, he's got a lot of potential. Certainly got a lot of potential. Don't know what this unit of armoured hoplites is doing, but you know what? If you want to kill those Hastati, go for it. If you're there. Lovely. Right, so I'm basically just going to ride down all these Hastati now. You probably don't need to see the majority of this. I just don't want to see them again, to be honest. So, yeah. You know what? Doros is in a bit of trouble here. Some of the Hastati and war dogs have actually recovered, and they're doing a bit of damage to him. I'm really worried that he might go down soon. So, I'm going to be a little bit more conservative with Doros. Just try and get only the routing units down. Okay, they're all broken now. Good. Just as I said that, I was starting to get a little bit worried. The war dogs are still hunting him down, though, which is very annoying. The war dogs don't seem to break. They will literally just fight to the death. Oh no, they're just running in any old direction. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to exit the battle now. So clear victory. 1,166 kills to 168. I did not think it was going to be that convincing, but to be honest, I'm very, very happy with it. The generals combined got nearly 600 kills. The hoplites actually didn't get that many kills, but they routed the men, and of course they got the most important kill, which was Amulius Brutus himself. So, I mean, that was amazing. I'm very happy with that. We've severely hurt the Brutii there, and we're now going for Apollonia, damn it. We're looking strong. They bring in some more men over. They're a bit concerned by us, and I don't blame them. Really? Really, Carthaginians? Oh, really? If we back off, are we going to just die? No, we managed to back off around the other side. Good. Okay, good, because we can't fight all those Carthaginians in Messana. Why are they going for Messana and not Syracuse? Makes no sense. British at Byzantium. Not interested in talking. Thracians moving around. One of our fleets has been attacked. And we won, so screw you, Julii. A Numidian diplomat talking to Mazakai. Yeah, trade rights is absolutely fine by me. Do you want map information? Well, lovely. You know what? Flipping hell, the Numidians are strong. Oh my goodness. They're insane. You know what? The Carthaginians, they've been focusing on us so much, so much, that the Numidians have basically conquered North Africa. It's only 255 BC as well. Do you want an alliance, lads? You're one of the strongest factions in the whole game. No. Well, still, flipping hell, Numidia are doing well. That's madness. Okay, we're going to lose this, wherever this is. Yeah, we lost that. That was in Nicomedia region. And there we go. Wow, look at Numidia. They're really doing well. Good for them. Good for them. They don't normally do that well. Okay, Death stalks land. Yeah, in Thessalonica. We know. You know, not a lot we can do about that at the moment. Faction announcements. New family member and retinue expands. Doris of Sparta. +1 command fighting against Romans. Good, because you're going to be fighting the Brutii very soon. So, that's nice to see. First of all, Thapsus, are you still going to be unhappy? And you've just destroyed your temple to Hermes again, you morons. We've nearly got the shrine or temple to Hermes. Sorry, they destroyed the shrine and they've nearly got the temple. Well, you're idiots. You're a bunch of idiots. Anyway, let's just quickly take Carthage before anything too crazy happens. So, let's just do that. Hasdrubal the Cunning. So he has got... Ooh, he's been training the Carthaginians. Although they haven't got a lot of land, they're so strong. Ridiculous. Hasdrubal Cunning, he's not messing around at all. 47 heavy cavalry. We've got a ton of elephants. We've got a lot of Iberian infantry. Okay. I mean, I think we can defeat him, but you know what? We'll do that in a minute. We'll probably do that to end the episode because it's a little bit concerning. Now, over in Messana, it's a complete mess because there's the Scipii attacking Messana, and then we've got this massive army of Bisaltes over here as well. Now, we've got a decent army in Syracuse. What we could potentially do is just try and walk up. The Carthaginians have got so much force. If that army wasn't there, I'd just go for Lilybaeum. But my goodness, they've got so much force. It's ridiculous. It's actually ludicrous how much force they've got. You, can you pick up some good mercenaries? Yeah, pick up them hoplites. Okay. If we just attack the Scipii now, would they just back off? No, they'd be willing to fight. His army's not very strong. We might do that next episode, to start off next episode. I want to take Carthage now, to be honest. I want to take Carthage now. Well, okay, no more putting it off. What we'll do to end the episode is we'll go and take Carthage. Now, this won't be super easy. We maybe should pick up these mercenaries, you know, because we might just flipping need them. But they're only Libyans. There's a lot of money to spend on not very good units. Their upkeep's not very high. Maybe the Libyans would be good. I think the Numidian mercenaries a bit too expensive. But I can deal with the 3 Libyans. So, yeah, we'll bring you along. So we'll now attack Carthage. And, yeah, I mean, they've got half the men, but they've got some solid units. So, this will be tough, to be honest. Okay, so I'm going to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger now, because I realise that this battle could take quite a long time to do, and basically I don't want the episode to get too long. So, I'm going to leave you with this battle now, but if you want to see the Siege of Carthage, then it will be in part 15 next time, so make sure you're there to see that. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.